Le Surangama Sutra, 25 moyens de parvenir à l'illumination, deuxième session, troisième partie sur 6 dans Entre maître et disciple, donné en anglais et en chinois. Le 5 avril 2019 à Taïwan, aussi appelé Formose.
So now is another one. His name is Aniruddha, another monk. Arose from his seat, bowed at the Buddha's feet, and said to the Buddha, "When I first left home, I was fond of sleeping all the time." It sounds familiar to me. He doesn't know I have more than just one. Join the club, brother. Yeah, if he's born at this time, he'd be happy, that he's not a lonely sleeper. No? He can just sit here and feel in his element, Poor thing. He's born too early, no? If he's born at this time, he'd be so happy. Yeah, sit among you and feel it, wow. We are the same element. We really brothers. The thirst come one scolded me. Well, I didn't. At least the Buddha is more strict. You see that? So if you blame me for being too strict, well, I'm only the disciples of the Buddha in strictness. Yeah. The thirst come one scolded me and said, "I was no better than an animal, O God." Buddha is really, really stern, And I thought the Buddha never scold anybody. Well, he did actually. He did scold. The sutra I read, he did scold his son. Yeah. His son was as children, he was so young, little boy. And he said his young stomach cannot bear one meal a day. And he said that he is meditating too long, he cannot bear, etc., etc. The Buddha scolded him. Say that, you see this, I remember something like, you are the son of the Buddha, and it's like something worthwhile, yeah? But if you see the basin that I used to wash my feet with, can people use the feet washing basin to eat or to put something more valuable in it? So the Buddha meant that if he is not trying hard, he'll be just like a useless, common, not much worth utensil. Something like that. But here he says you're like an animal. Ooh. Wow. I didn't know the Buddha can be so strict. I forgot this. Yeah, at one time, I read somewhere else. So, Buddha story. One bhikkhuni, addicted to garlic. She also always go to the lay person's house and ask for some garlic. One day the lay person don't have any garlic in the house. So he told her that she can go to his field and take some by herself, because he was probably busy or something. And she went there and took a lot or something. And from then on, the Buddha said, whoever eat garlic will go to hell. Just to eat garlic. Probably he was angry because she damaged the field of a lay disciple, which being a bhikkhuni, you should not. Yeah, and you should not be so addicted to something that you have to be so dependent and became in so less dignified. Buddha probably was angry and saying, don't eat garlic, but she still sneakily going and doing that and damaging people's property. I would also be very angry. Yeah, because that is not a representative of enlightenment. Yeah? All right. So, go back to this monk, Aniruddha. When I heard the Buddha scolding, I wept and upbraided myself. For 7 days, I did not sleep, and I lost the sight in both my eyes. He tried too hard to open his eyes. Probably maybe put a toothpick or something to keep it open or in front of the light so that he don't sleep. Yeah. This go to extreme, typical disciple. When I say I want a banana, they bring me every day a lot. Even the whole village cannot finish it. Yeah. And one time they bring me these Vietnamese, they call it chả or something like that. These Vietnamese ham, the whitish color, outside green, they wrap with banana, yeah, and it's round like a ham, like this. Well, this round, or this tall, and they cut into small pieces. And one day they give it to me, some slice. Oh, Good Love loves that. Yes, I give it all to him. I'm not really very fond of anything, not much. Nowadays, not much. So Good Love ate them all. Yum yum. Next day, I gave double portion. Yesterday, same stuff. And Good Love is not there anymore, so I returned the same portion, the same amount. The dog's not there because when I'm on retreat, I cannot just have them around. I don't have enough time to attend to you and attend to business and paperwork. So no Good Love around. So I return the same. I never told them. Sometimes the Good Love likes something, a lot. And if it's gone, then next day I get a lot. And the next day is next day, Even Good Love fed up. So the Buddha blamed him for sleeping too much. But he didn't say not to sleep, meaning doing things in an appropriate way, Yeah, middle way, no? Then he just took it too seriously. 7 days don't sleep until his eyes are blind. Terrible. Many things like that happen here also. Repentance, good, yeah? Being aware of your own shortcomings, good. But no need to punish yourself when there's not necessary. Just tell me what the problem is, okay? So now he said that he did not sleep for 7 days and lost the sight in both of his eyes. The World Honor One taught me the Vajra Samadhi of the delightful seeing, which illumines and is bright. Although I had no eyesight, not that I don't have eyes, no eyesight, I could contemplate the 10 directions with true and penetrating clarity, just as if I were looking at a piece of fruit in the palm of my hand. The third come one certified me as having attained a hardship. The Buddha asked about perfect penetration, as I have been certified to it. Returning the seeing back to its source is the foremost method. Meaning, you don't see with the eyes, just like you are doing in meditation. Yes? As I have told you before, one of the Zen masters said, if he knew, the nature of our own primordial, luminous and glorious self, he would be better being blind, deaf and dumb to begin with. That's what he said. Because we can't use anything. This physical, ephemeral nature of things and the body, we cannot use any of them for enlightenment. So that's why when he has no eyes, he realized after the Buddha taught him how to see inside, then he knows that the seeing source is not from the eyes. The eyes get the seeing from the source, just like the ears get the hearing from the true source. You see, that's why we don't use the ears, but we hear. You see, if you did not practice Kuan method, how would you understand what I'm saying? Anything at all. Yeah. Even you practice Kuan method. I asked you many times. I did not understand. Not to talk about the people who don't. The blind, lead the blind, both fall into the ditch. Yeah, now you know, huh? So hurry up, okay? Yesterday I asked you about the 2 medicine king, remember? And you talked to me about the herbs. I asked about the enlightenment, their awakening. And you said, oh, because the herbs, the smell of the herbs, the different herbs, the mixture of the herbs, all nonsense. Miss the mark 2,000 miles. Just like you miss the magician's hand, you know, he's doing something to distract you while he's doing something else. That's why you don't see where the pigeon come from, or where his handkerchief come from, or where anything else come from. Yeah. Just the quickness of his hand and the distraction skill. Just like, this is a joke everybody knows, that before you go and learn medicine, the professor teach you to put your hand in some patient's feces and taste it. Yeah. And he did that. The professor put his hand in the patient's feces and tasted it. And he told every student to do it. They did it, yuck. But he said, you stupid, you should have observed. I put this finger, but I taste this finger. Observation is everything. That's what he said, the professor. You don't know this joke? This is very famous with all the medicine, the school. She said, you should observe, man. Observe. Observation is everything. This finger, but I touch this finger. And they all do the same finger. You can laugh at people's expenses, but how about you guys? Yeah, we can get easily distracted by some unimportant factors or unimportant movement or some unimportant object, and we do the wrong thing, yeah? And think the wrong thing. All right, so we continue. Yeah, returning the seeing back to its source is the foremost method. But seeing only, yeah? Not yet the Kuan method. Most masters, they don't teach you everything. Or maybe that master only specify in that seeing. Most people nowadays, or most master or Zen teacher, they only do the seeing. Only do the meditation seeing, concentration, or breathe, yeah? Something like that. Or observing the body, something like that. Or observing the natural of the impurity of the body. Yeah. And then until you see only skeletons in front of you. Something like that, yeah? But very rarely teach Kuan Yin method. Very rarely, yes. Only some like we know, you know, like Sakyamuni Buddha. Those famous masters, all the time up to now, all teach Kuan Yin method. If you read carefully, you see. Even Milarepa also, yes. Milarepa master also teach Kuan Yin method. That's why before the master give him initiation, he know nothing. He just build bricks and, you know, houses, and then get scolded every day and beaten up even until bleeding. And the wife of his master, Maba's master, must help him to put some ointments on his back. Yeah, he has such a heavy karma because he killed so many people using magic. Using magic is already a no-no. Using magic to kill the whole village is even the greatest no-no of any time. So his master has to painfully cleanse it that way first before he can be empty, pure enough to receive the great teaching. Nowadays, some masters are very compassionate, just teach you without checking you anything. So if you met such, some Indians master like that, should really appreciate. I'm not talking about me or anything, just in general, okay? General. His master has many disciples, main disciples, who can transmit the Kuan Yin method, like Kuan Yin messenger nowadays. So Milarepa sneakily went to one of his chief disciples who can give initiation and asked for initiation. He faked that the master sent him. So his chief disciple believed that and gave him initiation. Nothing happened. No light, no hearing, nothing. So the chief disciple was wondering, could it be that our master did not allow this? That's why he did not get the experience. So later they found out that he cheated. Get more beaten from master, more house to build. I think it was his wife, the master wife, sent him there. Said, okay, you go there. Yeah, don't get beaten and go there and ask that disciple, say, I say so, or something. Nothing happened. Yeah, his time is not come yet, okay? He's not ready. He's not worthy. At that time, Mahabharata don't teach a lot of people, you understand? Many disciples, but not many as many. Yeah. Not all masters are empowered to teach many disciples. And not all masters came to teach many disciples. And not all masters take enough power with them to teach the large assembly. Some people teach only a few, like Bodhidharma. Yeah. Not like he not powerful, but at that time he can only use so much power to teach a handful of disciples, 5, and maybe some other sub-disciples. Buddha teach many thousands, yeah, but at that time he could teach more. He has more power. It's just that communication, transportation is not as good as nowadays. Buddha has to walk every day. Yeah.
你知道